K-means. Short description. An unsupervised machine learning algorithm that groups data points into clusters based on their similarity. Inputs. Data to be clustered. A dataset containing numerical features that will be used for clustering. The format can vary depending on the implementation, but it typically involves a matrix or data frame where each row represents a data point and each column represents a feature. K number of clusters. An integer specifying the desired number of clusters. This is a hyperparameter that needs to be determined based on the data and the desired outcome. Distance metric used for calculating similarity between data points. A function that measures the distance or dissimilarity between two data points. Common choices include Euclidean distance, Manhattan distance, or cosine similarity. Initialization method for initializing the cluster centroids. Determines how the initial positions of the cluster centroids are chosen. Popular options include random initialization, K-means initialization, or using existing data points as initial centroids. Max iterations, maximum number of iterations allowed for the algorithm. Sets a limit on the number of times the algorithm will iterate through the data to update cluster assignments. This helps prevent the algorithm from running indefinitely if it fails to converge. Tolerance threshold for convergence. A small value that determines how much change in the cluster assignments is considered significant. The algorithm stops when the change in cluster assignments between consecutive iterations falls below the tolerance threshold. Process. Step description. SDESC1 Initialize cluster centroids. The algorithm starts by randomly selecting k data points as the initial cluster centroids. Alternatively, other initialization methods can be used based on the chosen initialization option. SDESC2 Assign data points to clusters. Each data point is assigned to the cluster whose centroid is closest to it, based on the chosen distance metric. This step creates the initial cluster assignments. SDESC3 Update cluster centroids. After assigning data points to clusters, the algorithm calculates the new centroid for each cluster by taking the mean of all data points assigned to that cluster. SDESC4 repeats steps 2 to 3 until convergence. The algorithm continues to iterate through steps 2 and 3, updating cluster assignments and centroids, until either the maximum number of iterations is reached or the change in cluster assignments between consecutive iterations falls below the tolerance threshold. Outputs. Cluster assignments array of cluster labels for each data point. A vector or list containing the cluster label assigned to each data point after the algorithm converges. The labels are typically integers ranging from 0 to k1, indicating the cluster that each data point belongs to. Cluster centroids coordinates of the final cluster centroids. A matrix or data frame where each row represents a cluster centroid and each column represents a feature. This output provides the final locations of the cluster centroids after the algorithm converges. Challenges. Challenge 1. Choosing the optimal number of clusters k. Determining the appropriate number of clusters is a crucial part of using k-means. There are various methods for finding the optimal k, such as the elbow method or silhouette analysis. Fixes. Experiment with different values of k and use methods like the elbow method or silhouette analysis to assess the quality of the clustering results for each k. The optimal k will be the one that produces a good balance between the number of clusters and k. Quality of the clustering. Challenge 2. Dealing with outliers. Outliers can significantly affect the performance of k-means. They can distort the cluster centroids and lead to inaccurate cluster assignments. Fixes. Consider removing outliers from the data before applying k-means. Alternatively, use a more robust distance metric that is less sensitive to outliers. Challenge 3: Scalability. K-means can become computationally expensive for large datasets with high dimensionality. Fixes: use efficient implementations of k-means that are optimized for large datasets. Consider using techniques like mini-batch k-means, which process data in smaller batches to improve performance.